overlap into each other. So you get these words like chameleon. You get to say that, oh, she's or he's so versatile. At the end of the day, you want to be slipping into. What you're doing?
Just distracting me.
Okay.
Just trying to focus on your answer. There is a lot to learn from you as an actor.
But now I forgot what I was saying. Basically, you understood, na? कि
I
एक अलग होना
What
चाहिए.
is your, how are you in maths?
How was I in maths? See, they are already laughing because they are like, ये तो मतलब
It's rather presumptuous of you guys.
No, actually, honestly, guys, I was not bad till a certain grade.
Okay.
Then I decided that I'm not dissing maths. Maths is great but if you need it in your profession, then you should focus. Then I decided, पर ये तो चाहिए ही नहीं. तो मैं क्यों इतना focus करूँ? Why am I working so hard? There was a competitive spirit within me which needed to kind of do it. But I didn't drop maths. I had the option of dropping it. I didn't drop it. I took
This
it.
is good.
Maths is rubbish. You don't need it in life. Yeah, baby. You hear that?
But there may be some students working hard at maths and you've just told them they don't need it in life. Poor things, they're going to feel so sad and confused.
Trigonometry, algorithm, ये वो चलना यार चलना.
All of you don't like maths? Make some noise.
You know actually where maths helps you. It's not the numbers and the calculation and the formula that you need to be quick with forming. It helps you in your day-to-day life to be able to think on your feet and to be able to make most with what you have and make 2 का 2 4 का 4 उसमें मिक्स करके A into B into C into R whatever. You know. But the point is it should prepare you for life. And I feel there should be a whole separate subject which is dealing with life.
वो कोस्टा थीटा ये वो आज तक मैंने यूज नहीं किया है.
See, they're doing it. I'm not doing anything.
Dissing maths, huh? Just letting you know.
Oh, the math god will be so upset
They may
with
be.
me.
But Ranveer was
मेरे जमाने में ऑप्शन क्यों नहीं था यार ड्रॉप करने का? आजकल के बच्चे लोग तो.
Ranveer, is there a subject that you didn't like? आपको पसंद नहीं था?
Which one do you think, sir? Which one do you think?
Which one do you guys think that you didn't like?
Mathematics.
Mathematics.
Yeah. मतलब मैं तो 5वीं में 5 बार फेल.
I didn't like science. I used to cry in my exams.
But there are 3 prongs in science. There's chemistry, biology, and physics.
So bio I loved.
हाँ.
Chem we have. Physics मेरे को तो कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा था. क्या आप बोल रहे थे मेरे को कुछ समझ में नहीं.
Mind that doesn't appreciate or understand math and stuff, invariably you're not going to like physics. It's the same.
I just didn't understand physics.
No, and I was like.
But when I look at my daughter, I say, "तू तो scientist बनेगी," because I couldn't be a scientist.
No, but no, this by far was a part of the discussion which all of them related to. I think majority of them related to, even I related to, saying mathematics was not the strongest suit. But Karan, before I move on to the next one, I must ask you and bring you in as well. If you were to say that there was one subject that was your least favorite subject, which one would it be?
Karan is a topper.
So all subjects are.
Yeah, 90 plus student, ladies and gentlemen.
So-
Karan Johar is a 90 plus student.
Yes. So that happened much later on in college, where I actually topped the state in my BCom.
Wow.
And my principal, Mrs. Indu Shani, called me in and said that the Bajaj, Institute of Management is offering you a seat to do, your further studies after my BCom. And I was like, no, but I want to make movies. And she looked at me and she said, then why did you study so hard? So I was like, oh, that was the reputation then of like people entering the movies. But to go back to my ICS examination, I had the strangest report card. In fact, the board wrote to my school and said that, can this child ask for a recount? Because I had 90, 92, 90, 90, 90, 45.
45.
And no prizes for guessing what that 45 was.
Maths.
So the thing with me and maths was that I had a very anxious relationship with mathematics. Because as soon as the paper came in front of me, I would draw a blank. In those days, we had two math papers, Maths 1 and Maths 2. In Math 1,
Yes,
you had two,
yes,
okay.
yes.
In Math 1 was arithmetic primarily, and in arithmetic, I never understood anything. So I left out 40 marks in paper 1, and I think the rest of the 60, I must have got 20 right. At the break, we had 3 hours of a break between the two papers. I had a meltdown, like I collapsed in front of my teacher, and I said, I don't want to do Maths 2. And she kept saying, you cannot behave like this. And I was just saying, I can't do, I'll fail anyway, I can't do it. Somehow the other, my mother gave me some motivational lecture on the phone, and then I went and ate 2 large anniversary Cadbury bars. Because that's how I dealt with anxiety. It was chocolate. Not that I propagated, please don't. But I ate 2 bars, and it became like spinach to Popeye. And like I went on and I fought it like a war. And obviously when they asked me, do you want to do a recount? I was like, no, I passed. I got 45. Please don't change these marks for anything. It just didn't work around. But you know the thing with ambition, and the thing with really proving that you can do something that you are weak and vulnerable about. I remember in F5 BCom, mathematics in commerce was compulsory back then. I was in HR college and I had to do mathematics, and it came back into my life in first year senior college. And I was like, this time I'm going to fight you. This time you're not going to let me kind of get bogged down by you. So I went to a Mr. Saldana who actually had these classes. I went there diligently and I got an 81 at the end of that.
Wow.
It was not about the 81. It was about fighting your demons. And that's what I want to tell everyone out there. You will all have your vulnerabilities. You will all have your weaknesses. You can't just consider them weaknesses. You've got to convert them into your strengths, because that's what will make you a world leader in any capacity.
So overcome those weaknesses from 45 to 81, and from 81 to now, millions of people who are across. I think you've mastered maths much better than many people have.
No, I still don't get budgets and monies, but right now, I mean, now the time is for passion and not for like the money aspect of things.
No, but you've mastered the art of getting millions to the theaters, and that is the maths that you've mastered, and I think that's something that very few people have.
But that's emotional mathematics, and that we all have.